Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gendron Tarot by Melanie Gendron. There's a website on the top here, usgamesinc.com, which I believe is still active. I don't know if this deck is on there, but the website, I believe, is still active. So if you want to check that out, I think Ciro Marchetti has stuff on there. I'm pretty confident. One of these days I'm going to go on there. One of these days. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Websites for Sandra, all Hay House websites. Here they are. So if you want any of those websites, feel free to knock your socks off, enjoy yourself, all that good stuff. There's a picture of Sandra on the back here too. So, I don't know, in case you're interested, there's Hay House Radio, I think, there too. So, feel free to freeze frame there if you want any of that information. Okay, what do we have for Scorpio? Oh, this is interesting. Your cards are good, but what are you dealing with? What are you dealing with? I don't know if I'm a fan of that either. I mean, you're fine. I get that. Your energy's going to be fine. I'm not worried. You seem to be right on point, kind of like, I'm not trusting this situation. You got the Three of Swords in your what's not working. I feel like you're having a hard time trusting this situation. Which, is this person going to walk away from you? What's going on with them? They got strategy. They got blocks. They got the Two of Swords over here. They seem to be blocked. They can't do anything if you don't let them. But that might be the problem. Because maybe this energy does need a chance. Well, I'm going to clarify that because I'm like on the fence. Like Scorpio's a water sign. I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign. I usually say water signs are fairly psychic, and I'm usually that fan of like, well, if your intuition is telling you something, maybe you should look a little closer. That's all I'm saying. But so you got the Three of Cups and the 18, which is the Moon card. You don't know what to make of this person, but the Moon card would talk about Pisces. Pisces is a match for Scorpio, stereotypically. They're blocked. But there's a friend energy. What's up with the friend energy going on here? Now, I might have to clarify this too. The Seven of Pentacles is not where they're not breaking out of their normal habit, but something has to change with this person. You could come together with this person, and I feel like this is a good connection for you. It doesn't mean everything has to be, full speed right out the gate. I know that Scorpio has a lot of energy, but you have the control to decide how fast and how much and when. So if you want something to go slower because you've decided that's the smarter way to do it, you'll do what you want. But the thing is, I feel like that's maybe what's bothering you too and what's making you really nervous. You don't really like halfway. I feel like Scorpio doesn't like halfway. You let me know in the comments. If we're going to do it, then let's do it. Like, if we're not, then let's not. I don't feel like you like to kind of teeter around and go, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't feel like that's Scorpio. It's kind of like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. If we're not, then go away. Then we're not. But with this person, it's not that if you tell them let's do it, they won't. They'll match that energy. But it's kind of like in the back of your head going, well, maybe slow is better. Maybe, get to know this person. Maybe a little now, a little later, just so I can get a better grasp about who this really is. Because I feel like this is somebody somebody who, I feel like you like them for who they are, and they seem fine enough, but there may be like some details with them, like some type of detail that's kind of like, well, they're having that detail. It's kind of like, oh, maybe they have alcohol or drug-related abuse history, or they have some type of problem with the law history, or there's something about them where you're like, there's something there where it's like, at some point they didn't do that well. And to you it's like, well, at some point they didn't do that well, but I feel good about them now, but I don't want to be an idiot, but I don't want to be completely, dismissive. because like, everybody has problems. Some people make good on those problems and do better. Some people don't. Some people get worse. Some people stay the same. There's so many different ways this could go. But it's kind of like you could say this about anybody. I feel like we've all met people who were doing well for the longest time, and then all of a sudden, they just take a crap, and it's like, I don't know what happened there, but I never would have expected it. I feel like we all know people like that. So it's kind of like, it's not like I don't want to take a chance on somebody, but I don't want to be an idiot about it either. It's hard. I feel like that's what's kind of like questioning, because like you're worried about this. The storm warning is the question. I don't think it's actually happening, but I feel like you're worried about it. It's like floating around you. Like, if I get involved with this person or this situation, it's kind of like, if you're in the middle of Kansas and you got tornadoes coming at you from every side, it's kind of like, well, you just got to suck it up and deal with it. You can't just like opt out when you get deep enough, and you're just going to have to deal with it. It's just how it is. And I feel like that's what you're addressing with this. Like, if I get deep enough in this, I can't just opt out. I'm gonna have to deal with it, whether I like it or not at that point. So there's this point of no return. I think of Scorpio as fairly loyal too, fiercely loyal. Unless you like, I feel like all the water signs are the same: Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. If they feel loved and you feel genuinely loved and cared for, you're there for somebody through thick and thin. But if somebody betrays you and you feel like, oh, they don't care about me or what happens to me, you can leave in 5 seconds flat, even less if necessary. I feel like that's a thing with water signs, though. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, because I really feel that way. If you feel loved and you feel like the connection is genuine, you're there for the thick and thin. But if you feel like somebody doesn't care, if you get that little like, oh wait, you don't care and maybe you never did, well, I'm out, and you just walk away. I could be wrong. Let me know. Yeah, this energy can't do anything unless you let them in. They can't. And it's kind of like, should you or shouldn't you? I feel like slow and steady wins the race. I just feel like that seems to be a challenge here. But it's slow and steady on your terms. It's the Princess of Pentacles, and between the Prince and Princess, I tend to go back and forth whether I feel like it's more of a page energy or a knight energy. It's kind of up to you. With this deck, I do flounder back and forth with the two. I am an intuitive reader, so I just kind of go in the moment. But I feel like you can move this forward progressively, and you can start figuring this out. I also get the Two of Pentacles coming in, making smart decisions, making smart choices, keeping yourself busy with other things, not allowing yourself to get too connected, not allowing yourself to have too much time with this, putting other things in your own way, you distracting yourself. The challenge is, because I saw this the whole time, and I'm trying to walk away from it. I don't know why. You really do like this person. Deep down, you really do, and you're afraid you're going to get too deep, and you're going to go too deep into this situation too fast. And you're like, I don't know if this is smart. I just don't know if this is smart for me to do. But the thing is, I feel like if you don't give it a chance, you'll never know. And it's not like you're afraid of giving it a chance. You just don't want to get knee deep and realize you're in a bunch of crap. You're like, I don't want to give the wrong person a chance, but you do want to give this person a chance. I feel like this person is better than people realize, and especially like this person seems to be very sensitive to how you feel about things, so they're not going to want to disappoint you, which kind of drives them to do better. I don't think they're waiting for you to lead them. I don't see that where they want you to lead them. I don't think that's what's happening here. But I feel like when they realize you value them, it makes them want to stay in this energy of like being valued, and it's like they want to like prove that you're right. Like they want to like show you and show other people, like the Scorpio gave me a chance, and the Scorpio was right to do so because I am that good person, and it motivates them to stay in that better energy, if that makes sense. It's more of a personal battle with them, by the way. It's more they have to figure out what they're doing, and they have to make the right decisions. I don't think this person is that bad, really. I'm also getting whatever this is, be it like there's maybe something about drug history or problems with the law or something like that. It seems to be very like, I feel like there was some type of repercussion and it was overdone. Like, I feel like this person, how do we explain this? Like, it's like if somebody stole something from your house and then you cut off their hand, like overdone. That's like, I don't think we need to go to that level. I mean, that's overdone. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was this far for them, but like, there's something about like the punishment that happened to this person or whatever repercussion it was. It feels like it was way over the top. It's kind of like somebody stole a $5 item and charging them $500 to make it right. You know what I mean? It was like it was $5 and you're charging them $500. It was $5 originally and you're charging them $500 to make it right. Like, you know what I mean? It feels like that to me. Like this person, I feel like the world's been a little harsh to them. It just doesn't. It feels like there's an imbalance there. And I feel like if it's a general read, take it with a grain of salt and get to know them slowly, but find out for yourself what you really think. Because I think this person is worth it. The strategy card there, what is that strategy card about for them? What is that really about for them? I know I'm kind of going on about this, but 3 of Cups and the 18, and that's the Moon card. They want to be liked. And they're just trying to find ways to be liked. They want you to like them. They do want you to like them. They do feel like they're at a disadvantage unless you say it's okay, though. They're not going to try to push forward in any sense if you're not interested. Like, you have to be the one that says it's okay and give them a little bit of a chance. I feel they're very strong, but I also feel like they are very cautious about crossing the line if they don't feel like people want to cross. Like, if you give them a boundary, that's where the boundary is. They don't seem to even challenge it. I feel like the way life has been for whoever this is, challenging boundaries has just, the repercussions have been overdone. It's kind of like you step across the line and somebody punches you in the face. It's kind of like, all right, I'm sorry, it was just an inch, but wow, I get punched in the face. That's a bit much. That's how they feel about things. Like, they're afraid to push boundaries because life has been a bit harsh to them. So if somebody said this is the boundary, they're like, okay, then that's the boundary. All right, I respect it. I won't go across it. Like when we have personal boundaries, like people shouldn't be like crossing our boundaries. But when somebody pushes a little bit and we're like, listen, I said no, then they respect that and push back. But it's almost like somebody pushing your boundary, just like beating the hell out of them and then going, oh, and then like, like there's a such thing as called overdone. Like, if you don't want somebody in your space, just get them out of your space, but don't abuse them. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, you know, okay, you cross the line and I'm done, then they're done. Then they're done. But abusing somebody or feeling you have the right to abuse somebody because they crossed the line even a little bit, that's messed up. If you don't want somebody in your life, then get them out of your life and just walk away. But don't, be abusive. And I'm not saying you're going to do that, but I feel like life has been this way to that person. It's been really overdone. So they're very respectful for boundaries because of that. It takes a while to realize like what is acceptable and what's not. But again, you give them a boundary, then that's the boundary. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.